Hey there guys, NexGenStriker here, back again for another video, and today we're going to be recording the Q&A that I had announced a few weeks ago. I'm going to be reading the questions directly off the comment section of the video. I don't believe I got questions anywhere else. If I did, I apologize for not answering them, but, I tried to, just have them all be in this one video so that I can read them directly off. So without further ado, and for the interest of time, let's jump right into this Q&A. So the first ones are coming from Jay Turner, and he asked, do you think Teen Titans has any chance of a continuation? So I'm assuming he means the animated 2003 series, and honestly, anything's possible at this point, especially with a lot of reboots and rehashes and things coming back for pure nostalgia. Yes, I do believe it's possible. And his other question is, do you think Darkseid will be one of the main villains of Young Justice Outsiders? And yes, he definitely will be. For them to introduce him at the end of Season 2 just to have him not play a role would be kind of odd. So yes, he will play a role. Do you think Jason Todd, a.k.a. Red Hood, and or Damian Wayne, a.k.a. the Fourth Robin, is going to be in Young Justice Outsiders? And this is from the Phoenix. Yes, possibly. We don't know who the Robin is going to be in Season 3. A lot of people are saying Damian Wayne. It's certainly possible that it's Damian Wayne because of the hood and, the costume redesign. But it could also be Tim Drake. I mean, for me, I think that they didn't give Tim Drake enough time to develop. So for them to just kind of throw him out and bring in Damian would be a disservice to him. I'm hoping that he does stay in the series. Of course, have all the Robins in the Batman family. That's great. More awesome characters, but I think it's still too early for Damian personally, but I mean, we'll see what happens. Red Hood, I mean, yeah, he was introduced in Season 2 being dead, so I think it's only a matter of time before he comes in the series as well. This one is from Noah23. Is Young Justice Season 3 the last season of the show, or are they going to follow it up with more seasons? I definitely think they're going to be more seasons. The reason why is because for them to have, canceled it at the end of Season 2, and then for us to have waited, what was it, like 5 years to have Season 3? Yeah, guys, they're not just going to, I don't think they're going to end the series after having this much fan, strength and all this to say, hey, bring it back. I think that they're going to have more seasons. That would be smart, but of course this is DC, and oh man, DC is just not in the right mind with a lot of the things they're doing right now, so but I do think that Season 3 is not going to be the end. Let's hope. So the next series of questions looks like is going to be from Tevya, and I'm going to just kind of briefly go through these. So what's your opinion of Super Sun series as a whole, and do you think Young Justice Season 3 will introduce John, a.k.a. Superboy, on Young Justice? So, Super Sun series I have not read. I know I believe it's a DC Rebirth series where it's Superboy and Damian Wayne. I guess people really like it, if it's still going on, but I haven't really been reading comic books. I haven't really kept up with them since Rebirth started, so honestly, I'm kind of out of the loop. So sorry about that, but I mean, yeah, I'm sure at some point he will pop in, maybe if they kill off Connor, which I know some people will say, no, there's no way. But, if it happened in the comics, it's likely. And also, they kill people off in Young Justice. That's just how it is. So, question 2. How do you think Darkseid is going to be handled in Young Justice Season 3? And how do you think Wally West, a.k.a. Flash, is coming back in Season 3? So, Darkseid, I think, is definitely going to be the big bad, or at least one of the big bads. For them to just, I don't feel like he will, it's kind of tough because for them to beat Darkseid, it's kind of like, okay, where do you go from here, sort of thing. So he might not be actually defeated. I don't know, but he's definitely going to be something in this season, especially since Apocalypse is going to play a big role. Darkseid's definitely going to be in this. Also, Wally West, how's he going to come back? I don't really know. I mean, it's probably going to be the Speed Force. It could be that he went forward in time. There's a lot of things that could have happened. But he's definitely going to come back somehow. What is your most anticipated games of 2018? Oh, boy. This is kind of wild because when I'm recording this, the Spyro trilogy just got announced. We know the release date of Spider-Man. I mean, there's a lot of interesting games supposedly coming out this year. As far as my most anticipated, now, of course, it has to be games that haven't come out yet because there's already been some pretty awesome ones in 2018. It's kind of tough. I'd probably say if I honestly felt Kingdom Hearts 3 would come out this year, I might say Kingdom Hearts 3, but I don't feel like Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to come out. Honestly, right now I'm on the Spider-Man hype train. I wasn't really up to this point, but I don't know. I feel like they're really putting a lot of love and dedication to it. I'm going to wait and see more footage. If Smash Brothers comes out this year, that's going to be awesome. Smash Brothers is always awesome. I don't even need to get hyped about Smash Brothers. It's just every one of those games is fun. So, I don't know. There's a lot of games. We're just going to have to wait and see what gets pushed back, what actually comes out this year. Number 4, how do you feel about Brian Michael Bendis taking over Action Comics and Superman? Yeah, about that, I'm not feeling too good about it because he really did a number on Spider-Man, so, we're gonna have to wait and see what's gonna happen with that, but, I don't know, I mean, his Ultimate Spider-Man run for a long time was really good. We do have to remember that. Of course, a lot of the stuff he's done recently has been, not so good. So, anyway, what's your opinion on the upcoming Death and Reign of the Superman animated movies? So, honestly, based on what I've seen, I'm not really looking forward to it at all because it's New 52 Superman. It's in this extended whatever animated universe, which I feel like some of these newer movies have been getting better. I know from the other video it's pretty negative, but it seems like at least they're starting to finally find some good ways to make these movies with Teen Titans, Judas Contract. People really like the Suicide Squad movie. I've seen some people really like the Batman Gotham by Gaslight movie. There's been a few movies that have been coming out recently where people are happy with what they're making, but I still don't feel like this is going to be good. Just New 52 Superman, just seeing the animation just makes me think, I don't really know. I mean, it's kind of interesting that they're coming back to the story, but again, we don't really... It's hard to say. It's hard to say. So I'm kind of skeptical at this point, but we'll see. We'll see. Could be good, but I doubt it, honestly. Let's see. And if it's a success, or we're going to do a Super Sons animated series or movie, it's possible. I mean, I don't know though. With Young Justice, we already have Superboy kind of being at the forefront, so. I don't know. With the upcoming Marvel Fresh Start initiative, what's your opinion on Marvel Fresh Start as a whole? Honestly, I mean, Marvel Comics has sucked for quite a bit. I think this is not, this is pretty common knowledge. I don't think anyone's really going to try and defend this too much. Marvel Comics has been garbage. I don't know about Fresh Start, though. I mean, with these things like Rebirth's been out for a little bit now, and people are really starting to get sinking their claws into it and really enjoying it, which is great. I'm glad that they are. But with these things, you kind of just have to wait and see how they do. So, yeah, I'm just going to wait and see how good it is and whatnot. Same with DC Rebirth. New 52 did kind of start off pretty hot. If you guys remember, there were some pretty good comics that came out of that initially, but then it really started to chug along after a while, so we'll have to wait and see. Now that DC Rebirth has been a success for 2 years now, wow, it has been out for a while, hasn't it? I'm just wondering what are your top 7 things you like and dislike about DC Rebirth as a whole. This is tough because, honestly, I haven't really been keeping up with comics since that happened. I've just been so busy that it's tough for me. So, top 7 things. Let me just think. Wally West coming back, number 1. Bringing in Watchmen, which I don't know how that crossover is going, but, I mean, it's still pretty cool that they're bringing Watchmen back to the forefront. We'll have to wait and see how that all turns out. Tim Drake, I mean, this is a big one for me. Tim Drake actually being sort of Robin, but he's Red Robin. He just has a weird costume. And then he supposedly died, and he's not actually dead. He's with getting the knowledge or whatever is going on with him. That's pretty cool. Nightwing being back in blue. The old Teen Titans finally coming back together. That's awesome. We finally have a good Teen Titans book. Thank the Lord. Finally. Let's see. Number 6. I think overall the direction of it, some of the costume changes up. Actually letting the characters have some happy moments and not just being all dark, sour, and depressed. Trying to make it like a Chris Nolan movie every, comic book chapter and all that. Like, not necessary. Batman's one thing, but all the other characters not so much. Number 7. Number 7's a bit tough because, I'm trying to think. I think really just bringing back a lot of that 10-year continuity that was lost, honestly. And then things I don't like. I don't like when they try and like change the race of things and change all that, which I think they've really tried to undo. I don't know. I can't really think off the top of my head. Really anything I don't like all that much. I don't know. I can't really think of anything at the moment. The Aqualad thing with like his, I think it was his sexuality. They're like he's bi or what they say. I can't remember because I haven't read the comics. I think that's pretty odd because, people have said, oh, the creator said this, but in the series he is like in love with Tula. But I guess the comic and the animated series are different. I just think that honestly, they should have made him like the animated series if they're going to bring him in. That's just my opinion. But anyway, I think it's cool that they did bring him in. I just don't know how they're treating him, honestly. That seemed kind of off to me that they did that to him. But again, I haven't read it. So, just take my 2 cents for what it is. And then final question, upcoming Batman Ninja anime movie, which has, I think, come out now. Spoiler cast discussion. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty busy, so I'm lucky to even make my own videos. Crossovers are kind of a cool concept, though. Like, if I found a fan or just something, like, crossovers are something I've considered. So, it's on the table for me, but, I don't know. I'm just kind of busy and whatnot. So yeah, anyway, Ninja Batman, apparently people really like it. I'll have to see it one day. I'm currently catching up on all the stuff I've been missing out on, so forgive me, I'm catching up. So, okay, how far are we into this? Good grief, this is going to be a long video. You know what, I'm going to split this into 2 parts because otherwise this is literally, I'm never going to be able to upload this thing. So this is going to be Q&A part 1. I'm going to end it here and I'm going to continue on. I'm going to try and go through these as fast as I can. So thank you guys for the questions. Tune in for the next part. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys later.